What will happen in 10 billion years?
Hello, guys. What's the future of the human race and our beloved planet Earth? After some research, we found the predictions of the events for the next 1,000, 1 million, and up to 10 quintillion years into the future. Let's go through this journey together. 1,000 years from now, due to rapid evolution of languages, no single present-day word will have survived. Gamma Cephei replaces Polaris, so we will have a new North Star. 2,000 years from now, ice sheets will have completely melted with extreme global warming of +8 degrees centigrade. Greenland's ice will be melted. Sea levels will be 6 meters higher. Did you know that 5125 is the year of the end of the Mayan calendar and, according to the Mayans, a doomsday again? If we survive 5125, then in 20,000 years, Chernobyl will be finally safe. 50,000 years from now, Niagara Falls disappears. The remaining 32 kilometers to Lake Erie erodes away, and the waterfall ceases to exist. Greenland ice melted, completely melted, with moderate global warming of +2 degrees centigrade. 100,000 years from now, the titanium in your MacBook starts to corrode. Either a supervolcano or a large climate-altering asteroid will likely have affected the Earth. The stars in the heavens will look completely different due to Earth's movement through the galaxy. In 500,000 years, the spent fuel in today's reactors will finally be safe, and there will be a new global freeze. In 1 million years from now, all glass created to date will have finally degraded. Massive stone structures, like the pyramids at Giza or sculptures at Mount Rushmore, may still exist. Everything else, gone. Some have proposed that in 5 million years, the Y chromosome could die out, making men impossible. 50 million years from now, Africa will have collided with Eurasia, sealing off the Mediterranean basin and creating a mountain range similar to the Himalayas. Antarctica ice migrates north and melts, raising sea levels by 75 meters. Don't worry, the entire galaxy could be colonized by that time. In 60 million years, the Earth's orbit will become unpredictable. In 250 million years, the continents will start moving and create a new supercontinent. 800 million years from now, C4 photosynthesis is no longer possible, and as a result, multicellular life dies. 2 billion years from now, the Earth's core freezes and the planet stops rotating. No rotation, no magnetic fields, no protection from the sun. The surface temperature hits 147 degrees Celsius. All life dies. In 7 billion years, the sun will hit its maximum radius, 256 times its current size. Mercury, Venus, and maybe Earth will be destroyed. And then the sun becomes a carbon-oxygen white dwarf with about 50% its present mass. 20 billion years from now, one potential end of the universe. All matter is torn apart by the expansion of the universe. All distances become infinite. 100 trillion years from now, all the stars will have died. The only objects left are remnants, white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. In 100 quintillion years, if not consumed by a swollen sun, the Earth's orbit will have finally decayed, and it will plunge back into the sun. The end. What do you think will happen to the Earth and the human race for all mankind? Everyone would like to look a couple of years ahead into the future and see themselves, what their life will be like. But what if I suggest to you to go to a very, very, very distant future? There are so many videos of this sort on YouTube. What will happen in 1,000 years, in 100,000 years, in 1,000,000, or even in 1 quintillion years? But what if we look further? Generally speaking, what will the world be like in God knows how many years? Let's fantasize, visualize, and imagine this fascinating topic. 1 billion years from now, the sun becomes 10% brighter. The average temperature of the Earth's surface is now 47 degrees Celsius. The seas and oceans are gradually evaporating, and the atmosphere is saturated with water vapor, creating a powerful greenhouse effect. Earth is no longer such an hospitable place in our solar system. 3,800,000,000 years from now, Andromeda is hurtling through space towards the Milky Way at a speed of 400,000 kilometers per hour. In the distant 21st century, it was 2.5 million light years from Earth. Now, the Andromeda Galaxy has reached the point of contact. The two monsters merge, creating a new combination megagalaxy, Melomedes. 5 billion years from now, our solar system, located in the newly created galaxy of Melomedes, is experiencing the final stage of its existence. Our sun is about to reach the point of no return, its radius increasing rapidly. It is now 200 times larger than it was in the 21st century. All of the planets and their satellites in our system have been destroyed, swallowed up by our ever-expanding red giant sun, which now dominates here. 12 billion years from now, our solar system, in which life once thrived, now looks like this. Just a small, dense white dwarf star, which is gradually fading and cooling into the next stage, that of a cold and inactive black dwarf, the remains of our once proud sun. There's nothing else around, but soon even this nothing will disappear. 100 billion years from now, the irregular collection of galaxies known as the Virgo supercluster is nearly 200 million light years in diameter, and is comprised of hundreds of small clusters and galaxy groups, including our own. This enormous supercluster has now grown so old that it begins to stabilize and converge into one super mega behemoth galaxy that spans hundreds of millions of light years. This same lawlessness is happening across the universe with all of the other superclusters as they also begin to converge. But due to the accelerating effect of dark energy, all of this is happening very slowly, relatively speaking. Mega billions of light years of the cosmic abyss still divide the superclusters at this moment in time. 1 trillion years from now, the beginning of the end. Almost all of the existing galaxies have died, and unfortunately, there are almost no clouds of gas left, which are necessary for the formation of new stars. 2 trillion years from now, dark energy is ever faster and faster, dominating the expanses of our universe as the acceleration is accelerating. At this point, the universe's size has reached a truly monumental and mind-boggling scale. The acceleration becomes so rapid that all objects that are beyond our or any possible to obtain any new empirical data on the state of the large-scale structure of the universe on the scale studied in the past. 20 trillion years from now, the end of sunsets. Even the longest-lived stars of our galaxy, red dwarfs, pass on into oblivion. After these, there are small, cold black dwarfs and the meager radiation emanating from them. And of course, there still remains the lords of nothingness, black holes. It's growing darker and darker in our galaxy. 100 trillion years from now, this is the end. The last normal star in the universe crosses over. Except for neutron stars and the white, brown, and black dwarfs, there are no more stars in the universe. Black holes, forever drifting across the unending darkness, eat the remnants of the planets. 10 to the 37th years from now, this is the penultimate stage of existence. This is the year 10 followed by 37 zeros of our era. This is the epoch when the only remaining energy in our universe is generated due to the decay of protons and the annihilation of individual particles. All of the wandering planets and other bodies have either already broken down into elementary particles or have been swallowed by black holes. The universe is dying. 10 to the 100th power years from now. The year is 10 followed by 100 zeros of our era. Almost the end. The universe has expanded to such an extent that no words are sufficient to describe the distances between the last surviving black holes and subatomic particles.